Now the level of productivity is the next reason. The level of technology level was low, irrigation facilities were less, negligible use of fertilizers resulted in low productivity. Okay, now the cultivators had neither the means nor any incentive to invest in agriculture. The zamindar had no roots in the villages, while the British rule spent little on agriculture, technical or mass education. All this made it difficult to produce modern technology, which caused a perpetually low level of productivity. So what are they telling? That the level of technology was low, irrigation facilities were not there, and negligible use of fertilizers. Now, as I said in the earlier part, that the zamindars were only interested to collect lagan. So as they were only interested to collect lagan, what was happening? That the cultivators had neither the means they had neither the resources nor any incentive from the zamindars to invest in agriculture. Zamindars had no roots in the villages, while the British rule spent little on agricultural, technical or mass education. So the zamindars did not took any interest in the villages, they had no connection with it, while the British rule, which had connection with the raw materials that they collected from the farmers, but still they did not spend any amount or any money on agricultural, technical or mass education. And all these things made it difficult to introduce modern technology into agriculture, which caused low productivity. Last is scarcity of investment. India's agriculture was facing scarcity of investment in terracing, flood control and drainage. Although some farmers changed their cropping pattern from food crops to commercial crops, a large section of tenant small farmers and sharecroppers neither had resources and technology nor had incentive to invest in agriculture. Okay, so scarcity of investment, as we studied here, they did not have any means any resources or money nor an incentive to invest in agriculture. So due to lack of investment, what was happening in agriculture? There was facing scarcity of investment, not only in cultivation but also in flood control and damage. There were frequent famines, frequent floods in India during those times, and they faced tremendous problem in protecting them from such risk. Although some farmers changed their cropping pattern from food to commercial crops, a large portion of the farmers were tenant farmers, small farmers and sharecroppers. They had neither resources nor technology, nor they had any incentive to invest in agriculture. Now, what were the other adverse effects of the partition? India's agricultural production received a further setback due to country's partition. A sizable portion of undivided country's high irrigated and fertile land went to Pakistan. Almost the whole of jute production area went to East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh. India's jute industry, which had enjoyed a world monopoly so far, suffered heavily from lack of raw material. So due to partition, what happened? Due to partition of India, the fertile lands went to Pakistan. Jute industry was a well-renowned industry during those times, but what happened? The raw materials, the jute producing areas, went to Bangladesh, and the farms and the mills remained in India. So that is why they faced a shortage of raw materials. Okay, and this affected the jute industry very much, which once enjoyed monopoly. Okay, so this was another adverse effect of partition. Now, to summarize, what are the causes of reasons for stagnation in agriculture? The reasons for stagnation in agriculture are land settlement, commercialization of agriculture, low level of productivity and scarcity of investment. These 4 reasons. If the question is asked, what are the adverse effects of partition? This. As well as, you need to write this full thing. And if they ask what are the drawbacks of the commercialization of agriculture, was this. Or what were the drawbacks of agriculture sector during the British rule? The 4 reasons will be this. Now, what is meaning of colonialism? Why the per capita income or the level of national income was low in India during those times? Okay. What was the Indian scenario before the British rule? Okay. So we will be moving to the next part the next day. Thank you.